For fans of dungeon crawlers and Castlevania-type games looking for something a little different, there's Unepic, now available for the Wii U. This has been ported over to the system, but now you have the benefit of playing it on the Wii U gamepad, where you can sit in bed and just play it on the gamepad, not have to worry about a TV, which is kind of like what I did. I enjoyed this game. Yeah, it is. It is. I enjoyed it in bed. I took Unepic to bed, and I woke up beside it, and it made me breakfast.
Let me offer you my hospitality.
It's a nice take on the role-playing game adventure type of gameplay, Castlevania, because you are playing as a regular dude who is playing Dungeons and Dragons with his friends. He needs to pee really badly, as you have to do, because you drink a lot of pop or beer or whatever when you're playing.
Yeah, well, they're drinking beer in this version of the game, which is fine, but then he needs to know where the bathroom is. And then so he goes into the bathroom, lights go off. Now he's talking about how he's still peeing.
He's peeing on the toilet.
He thinks he's peeing on the floor now. Oh no, he's on the bathroom anymore. And then he finds his lighter, turns on the lighter, and we just happen to be transported into this world where he thinks he's just hallucinating. Maybe somebody slept on a Mickey.
Okay. While this hallucination lasts, I get to be the player in my own RPG.
So jumping into the game, I really started to enjoy myself. This game took me from the lowest of the low, just low expectations, completely jumping in. And I was just completely surprised by it, because it's just an adventure that you may have played before, just traveling through a dungeon, but there's little added elements here that keep you wanting to go further and find more things and explore even more. And I love how just lighting things with your lighter, it'll just kind of flash like you had a little achievement that you lit all the torches you could light in the area. That was just something that was added to the game that I thought was fun for me. It was like a little mini game.
And there's the whole fact that this guy who's in the video game knows about video games that we've played. He makes reference to other video games.
Snake! Snake! Snake!
There's that. There's a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek thing going on. You get possessed pretty soon by a spirit who thinks it's going to control you, but for some reason it cannot. And then you kind of torture this spirit by making fun of him along the way, and he's not too happy about it. You give him a weird name, Zera, who he doesn't like that name, and then when you find his master, you pretend to be him and say, oh, by the way, my name is Zera now.
It will be as you say, Zera.
Everyone starts calling him Zera, and it really pisses him off, and it serves him right.
Great.
Yeah, you shouldn't have possessed you. Who does that?
There's little elements in the game as well where you have a choice. The first choice that it really presents itself to you is all the gold in the room.
Right.
And because Zera really wants you to take the gold, and I'm just wondering if you took the gold.
Oh yeah, I took the gold. I took all the gold, and then I went into the next room and died. And I was like, oh man, I totally fell for this guy. I'm not listening to this jackass again. So then anytime he wanted me to do something, I was like, no, forget it. I'm not listening to you.
I just have to mimic you. Foolish mortal, how dare you supplant me?
Foolish mortal, how damn you and your words!
No, the game itself, it's a little rough around the edges. The animation's not all it could be. The character looks a little strange. It looks a little top-heavy, tiny legs. But, I mean, you really can't fault it for that. Marissa, what are you going to give Unepic for the Wii U?
Unepic is getting a 7.5.
I'm giving this one an 8.5.